So thanks for that welcome. Thanks for everybody being here on this really beautiful day. And it is great to finally be at Rocket City for the final location of U.S. Space Command. After 5 years of assessing and independent assessments, it all said this was the place for U.S. Space Command to be. The President, Secretary made the decision. Now we are off to the races to get it done because it is critical capability. We're already working with Congress, the other parts of the Department of War, local community to kick it off and get it going, and we're going to continue to need that help to get it done. Why? Because my current job, Secretary, Department of the Air Force, I deliver capability. General Whiting, as the commander of U.S. Space Command, employs that capability, and that capability is critical for security of this nation more than ever. And getting it stood up and getting it fully operational is one of my focuses going forward. So I'm looking forward to continuing to work for you, work with you to get this done as quickly as possible. Thank you very much. And I can't help myself but go Buckeyes.
Thank you, Secretary Meink. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome U.S. Senator for Alabama, Tommy Tuberville.
Thank you very much. I wonder what all these cows are thinking out here that's been living out here for years. What the heck is going on? I don't think we need a history lesson about what's gone on for the last 5 years, but I do want to thank our congressional delegation. What a team that we've had in trying to push this forward, led by Chairman Mike Rogers. Did a great job. Thank you for what you've done. This is a great day for the world, for America, for Alabama, and for Huntsville. My God. I mean, what we already have here, and then on top of it, Space Command coming here with General Whiting, it brings tears to your eyes, because I don't think a lot of you really realize what is going on behind the scenes of trying to get this done and done the right way. You know, we want a state-of-art facility here that's going to protect the United States of America and its allies. And we want to do it the right way, and it will be done the right way. And there wasn't a better place for it. It really wasn't. So I want to thank everybody for being here today to kick this off. We need to do it the right way. We need to do it very fast, because most of you out here don't really realize the problems that we're having when it comes to space. We need to step up and put our best foot forward. And Huntsville will do that. Alabama will do it. General Whiting and his family moving here, and his team will do it. And I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward from the ground to the top. And it's going to be here very quickly. And again, it's a special day for all of us. So thank you. God bless you. And God bless Alabama. And God bless America.
Thank you, Senator Tuberville. Please welcome U.S. Senator for Alabama, Katie Britt.
The importance of today cannot be understated. Today marks a significant step forward for American military space leadership. As we reflect on today, I want to thank President Trump. I want to thank Secretary Hegseth for putting the needs of Americans front and center and making sure that you selected the best place for our national security. I also want to reflect on our delegation's work together. You heard it from Senator Tuberville, but we all worked in lockstep to try to help make this happen. That means Democrat, Republican, that means House and Senate, making sure that we used every tool in our toolbox to bring Space Command home. I especially want to thank Chairman Mike Rogers, who led the way for all of us. You showed us what real leadership meant, you stood in the gap, and you made today possible. Additionally, I want to thank this community. We know that big things like this happen when local, state, and federal leaders work together for the greater good. But this community is special, and the men and women of Huntsville and Madison County made sure that you were prepared every step of the way for us to bring this home. Without the work that you did, without the foundation you laid, this would not have been possible. So as we welcome General Whiting to the great state of Alabama, you will be sure to welcome him with open arms and make sure he knows why we call this sweet home Alabama. We know that Alabama was chosen based on merit. We know that Alabama was chosen because this is the best place for Space Command when it comes to national security. And now we're excited for the world to see what we have always known, and that is that national defense means a great deal to Alabama. But we here know that Alabama means a great deal to our national defense. Thank you. God bless, and I look forward to seeing what's coming here at Redstone that'll help impact the entire nation and ultimately the world.
Thank you, Senator Britt. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome U.S. Representative Mike Rogers, 3rd U.S. Congressional District.
This really is a great day, and we've been waiting on it a long time. A lot of y'all don't know the history, but a little less than a decade ago, Congress began the work on trying to make sure we retook our dominant position in space. It became obvious that if we were going to be successful at winning wars and keeping ourselves out of wars, we were going to have a dominant role in space that we had allowed to slip away from us. We worked with President Trump to pull the space mission out of the Air Force and stand up the Space Force. President Trump recognized that we were going to have to reconstitute Space Command as a separate combatant command again. And he pulled it out of STRATCOM and stood it back up temporarily and said, we're going to have a nationwide competition for the permanent headquarters. Huntsville, Alabama won that competition. There were some states that didn't appreciate that fact. They complained about it. President Trump said, fine, we'll take that in consideration. We'll have a do-over. We'll change the criteria to accommodate your concerns. We had another nationwide competition. Huntsville, Alabama won it again. The last 3 secretaries of the Air Force, Barbara Barrett under the first Trump administration, Frank Kendall under the Biden administration, and Troy Meink under this administration, all have reviewed those results and said the exact same thing. Huntsville won. Huntsville's where it should be. There was a little effort to try to subvert that. This delegation stuck together to make sure that did not happen. And I can't overstate, Democrat, Republican, every member did their part to make sure that did not happen. And thank you, Mr. Secretary Hegseth and President Trump for coming in and making sure today happens. I want you to understand, this is about our national security. If we are going to stay safe and be successful when it comes to military endeavors, we have to control space. Space Command is going to be a critical part of making that happen, and it wouldn't have happened but for Secretary Hegseth and President Trump. Thank you very much. Roll Tide.
Thank you, Representative Rogers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome U.S. Representative Dale Strong, 5th U.S. Congressional District.
What a great day for Alabama.